there, it's Becky here. I am back with another quick tip for you. I work with a lot of people who tell me that their hips are tight, that they ache. Maybe they are a runner, a walker, or a cyclist, and that repetitive motion, while it's great for your heart, it's great for your overall body, it does tend to tighten up hips a lot. So I do hear that complaint, we'll say, often about hips being tight. And I'm sitting in a chair today because I wanted to show you a version of Pigeon that you can do just about anywhere if you're seated. If you're at work and you have a couple minutes and you'd really like to take a moment to stretch out hips, try a seated Pigeon. You maybe do it already naturally and you don't even realize it, but it is really easy to do. It's something that you can do even if you are not comfortable going down to the floor where we do a regular Pigeon. So I love options. I love sharing ways that you can do stretches from just about any place and with different capabilities. So it's simple. I am sitting in a chair. I do have my feet flat on the floor to start. And you're just going to lift your right foot up. Now, if you find that putting your right ankle, putting your right ankle on your left thigh is going to be too much, you might even start just by crossing at your ankles. Sometimes that is all that some people can do. I've worked with plenty of people that this is quite enough. And then just lean forward from here. But if you're able to, bring that right ankle over to your left thigh. And now I have a lot of people who say, well, my knee doesn't go down as far as your knee. Yep, my hips tend to be pretty open. That's just the way I was put together, and I can't change that too much. But your knee might not go down as far as mine. Yours might be, especially if your hips are tight, your knee might be lifted up. And for me, that's work to lift it up. But your knee might be up here, and that's okay. So just notice where you are and deal with what you have right now. So for me, my knee is going to fall, but if yours is up here, it's okay too. Just remember that. So sitting upright, notice if you're feeling a stretch. If you're feeling a stretch already, it might be in your lower back even, it might be in your hip, your leg, doesn't really matter. If you're feeling a stretch already, you're doing plenty. You don't need to do any more. Just sit here for a couple of minutes and you can close your eyes and just focus on breath. And as you do that, just let the tension release, let the muscles start to relax a little bit. Breath goes a long way to helping ease things. So if you are sitting here though and you're not feeling anything, then start to lean forward from your hips. You're not rounding your back into this so much. You are leaning forward from your hips. And stop wherever you start to feel stretch. Now I'm resting my hand here on my thigh, but I'm not really pushing on it. So if you find that you're trying to push the knee down, take your hand off. You don't really want to do that. Just let gravity do the work here. That is one thing about doing this in a chair. Gravity will work on you a little bit differently than some other versions of this. So find a place, whether you're sitting upright or leaning forward. I've stretched out a good bit today, so I can come pretty far forward. But find a place that works for you. And then just hold it, like I said, for a couple of minutes. When I do a Pigeon with my clients, we usually hold it at least 2.5 minutes, if not 3. It's one of those stretches that your body can really stay with for a while, and if you want to get it down to the sciatic nerve area, you do need to hold it for a while. So you can set a timer, you just look at the clock, or you can just hang out here as long as you like. It's not going to hurt you if you stay 3.5 minutes. But stay there for a couple of minutes. Notice how it feels. Notice if it's loosening up. If it is loosening up, then bend a little bit further forward into it and go a little bit deeper. And then when you're done, you're simply sitting up, letting that leg go, maybe wiggling around a little bit if you need to, and then doing the other side, because you want to stretch both sides, not just one. I always joke that you're going to walk in circles if you only do one side. So do both sides. And again, if you need to, if you're super, super tight, you've had an injury or whatever, life has happened, and lifting that foot all the way up to your thigh is not going to work. You can simply cross at the ankles and lean forward here. That might be enough, but if you take your left ankle to your right thigh, sit up and notice how this side is. Again, if your knee is up, that's okay. That's just how you are right now. Remember, acceptance goes a long way into helping you change your body and release that stress and tension that you're holding. So if it's up, it's okay. If it's anywhere in between, or if it is lower like mine, that's okay. Remember, I'm not pushing. I like to rest my hand on my leg, but I'm not pushing down on my leg. You don't really need to push. Just let gravity do the work here. And if you're feeling stretch, stay here. If you're not, again, you're moving from the hips, not your upper back. And just leaning forward, pausing when you feel stretched. Now, I feel it here right now. So this is where I'm going to stay for a moment. You can close your eyes again on this side, staying for 2 to 3 minutes. And when you've had enough, I'm going to cut it a little short just for the video, but you can, again, just set a timer and stay here and enjoy that stretch. And when you've had it enough, or when you finish that 2 to 3 minutes, go ahead and let your leg come down and just wiggle. Again, you can do this at work. Just take a couple of minutes, take 5 minutes out of your day. Sometimes we just need a break away from the computer, so push back from your desk, cross that leg, and enjoy a little bit of stretch for your hips. That's it for today. I love bringing you things that you can do easily and fit them easily into your day. Remember, it's not about doing a 60-minute workout once a week that really makes the changes in your life. It's about consistency. So doing 5 minutes a day with those hips is way better than doing a really long workout once a week. So take this and bring it into your life. Try a little bit every day and see how your hips feel. That's it for today. Remember, it doesn't take a lot, and it's never too late to feel healthier and happier. Bye for now.